Hey guys, welcome back to Thinkers and Drinkers with Cigars. I'm Rich,
Jason,
and welcome to the big game episode.
what episode is this?
Five.
Episode 5.
Guys, thank you for all the love that you've been giving us on all our social medias and on YouTube. And don't forget, again, we're supposed to say it in the first 2 minutes. Hit that subscribe button. Leave us some comments. Let us know how we're doing. Big game's in like a couple days.
The soccer game?
Yes. The World Cup.
Oh. I know there's some big game coming. This here real soon?
Sunday, yeah.
Good deal.
I know. So, we can't actually say the name of the sport, of the big game that's coming up, of the footballs.
That's crazy.
I know.
So words are illegal? You can't say them? Certain words?
There's
certain words.
Well, we can't say the SB word for this big football game. The reason is NFL only gives licenses to advertisers who spend $7 million for 30 seconds worth of spot during that game. What word do you want to use for the big game? I'm going to go with gridiron confrontation.
Man, I don't know. How about slobber knocker? It's going to be one slobber knocker of a game.
Yes, agreed.
Right? I mean, there's an S in it, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't say super. I said slobber.
So, the Chiefs and the Eagles, the Chiefs and the Eagles. What do you feel? Like, what is your prediction for the game?
Well, if you watch any news or anything on social media, I think the big thing, the prediction that everybody is making is that the conspiracy is the refs are off for the Chiefs. I mean, everywhere you turn on the news, I've seen it where the refs are actually wearing Kansas City outfits.
What?
It's crazy.
During that Chiefs-Bills game, there was a lot of bad calls for the refs. I don't know if you watched the game.
I did not.
No, okay. Yeah, there was a lot of bad calls, and all the stuff, all the news after, ended up, the Bills were in the right. And I feel like you're right. The refs were completely for the Chiefs.
I know there's a lot on this and that's the thing right now. The Chiefs they're the great team. So there's always somebody going to say, oh, the refs are for them or this. Listen, but yes, as far as all these people online saying, the refs are in it for the Chiefs and all this stuff, to me, that's an impossibility. I mean, this is a live sport that is being played in front of tens of thousands of people. To be able to pull it off where this team is set to win by this and that, I mean, how would you do that? I don't even know how you would do that. I mean, some of the catches and the runs these guys make, how do you choreograph that?
Well, there's this conspiracy theory that the NFL is scripted. And with the Chiefs going to do a record for a three-peat, if it's scripted, they're going to give them that history mark.
Right. And I don't think you can script a live game like that with the guys because, people get injured, things happen, people miss catches, people catch catches. And some of the runs that these guys do, the running backs and the tackles, I just don't see it being scripted.
So we've been watching a lot of documentaries about the NFL over this. This is my first season watching football. And I never liked sports, but I love the NFL. And we've watched every Monday and Thursday night and like definitely one game on Sunday, maybe two. And we're trying to find our team. We really like the Bills and we're really hoping, but we've got one of our teams going to the Super Bowl, the Eagles. My girlfriend lived there for like 4 years in Philly. She's a big Eagles fan, and we're really hoping that they could pull this off. And I hope it's not a blowout.
Okay. Um, Me being from Northeast Ohio, I grew up. Everybody, in the '80s and the '90s, we all watched the NFL. It was a big
Mhm.
thing. I never really had a team, but as I got older,
Not the Browns.
it's the Browns. It is
Browns.
the Browns.
They're a
Uh,
scruffy team.
they are a scruffy team, and I can remember watching the game years ago. Especially the Browns and the Broncos,
Mhm.
those guys, and I loved the football back then. I don't watch football as much now, but
Mhm.
even still, I still look to see what's going on when the Browns drama land today,
Yeah.
because if anybody can have drama in the NFL, it is the Browns.
Now you brought up a good point in the 80s and 90s. What did you guys do as kids and your family do for Super Bowl parties?
Well, the immediate family kind of got together, and whoever had the best big box TV.
Mm-hmm.
Remember
Oh God!
remember the big box TVs
Mm-hmm.
that were like 6 feet
This
tall,
wide.
500 pounds.
Mm-hmm.
That's whose house you went to watch the games. Yes, every time. um, and everybody always brought chips, pop, whatever it was.
It was always at my house, and all the family came, and we had the big TV, and then we had another TV that was this little 14-inch that was in my room. We pulled that out, so we had another TV, and my mom would make beer battered chicken, and then do that field cake with the green icing, which I'm sure that icing is illegal now.
The color dyes.
The color dyes
Yeah.
that's in it, and she made the goalpost with the bendy straws. And we watched the game, and they always had the T-shirts made
Yeah.
and my dad would find I would say black market dealer that was on the sell it sold on the street. So he would get these T-shirts for like $2 a piece, so that we would wear during the game.
And yeah, I can remember everybody wearing the jerseys and everything. I mean, those were just great days. I mean, the NFL itself, I love the football. Um, to me, it's so expensive.
What do you mean by that?
Well, I imagine the tickets are
Oh
probably,
God!
who knows how high this year. Um, and the food.
At the stadium.
At the stadium, what's a hot dog? I mean, $25.
Probably.
A beer, you got to take out a small personal loan.
Yeah.
If you want to take a family of 4,
Yeah.
You're selling a kidney or something.
Mhm.
If I'm going to take an entire family.
So speaking of beers, I know you like Coors Light.
I didn't. There's Coors Light and there's Coors Banquet. There's some other kind of beer out there.
I'm having you try this Chocolate Hazelnut Porter, which we're watching, so it's
Is this what you call a craft beer?
This is a craft beer.
Okay.
So this company, Heretic Brewery, started in 2010 with Jamal and Liz Zanshoff. They had a passion for beer, but over the last couple of years, they've been in bankruptcy, and a company in August of 2024 bought them out. So we still get this beautiful beer. And I was trying to find something to pair with these cigars.
Okay.
Which
it does good.
Yeah.
I mean, that's good. And it works with this.
This cigar, right when you pull it out of the wrapper, smells like a Thin Mint from the Girl Scouts.
I did notice that when I took it out of the wrapper.
Yeah, it has got a beautiful aroma.
And folks, when you take the cigar out of the wrapper or you take it out of the humidor, take that 5 seconds to smell it, to enjoy the aroma of it. It's really good. I mean, there's a lot more than just smoking the cigar. There's There's the box, smelling it. I mean, just enjoy it.
Last episode, you mentioned the box art
Mm-hmm.
with the West Tampa cigars.
Yes.
The box for these are beautiful, and this is another. If you guys watched our first episode, this is another from Drew Estates, from Jonathan Drew and Rocky Jamel Patel. That's a great name, Rocky Patel. And
Sounds
they started.
Like a box.
Yeah, they were it does. And they're the two frat boys. They started in 1996. The filler, the bond, are all from Nicaragua, and the wrap is a Brazilian Mondero. And it's a medium body. So what do you think of this? Because I got this a couple of weeks ago.
I like them. I think they're good. They're enjoyable.
Mm-hmm. What do you think about this? Is a square cigar, guys, and it's called a box press cigars. What do you think about the experience smoking a square cigar?
It's definitely different than the round. It's okay. It feels to me a little funny in the hand,
exactly.
a little bit,
even in the mouth.
Right. It just
sounds dirty.
It is square. It does sound dirty. I mean, always be careful what you put in your mouth, I guess. But that's prison talk right there. But yeah, definitely for a square cigar is a little bit different. Yeah. But I see the market for it, but I am impressed by the taste and especially the smell
and the smoothness.
Yes. Yes. And that is quite a good beverage, alcoholic beverage.
Because just in case,
you brought the Coors Light.
I brought the Coors Light and an extra glass.
I do prefer my Coors Light. That's just the what do you say, the unrefined,
the Old Faithful.
Yeah, I mean, I always know when I go out, if I order Coors Light, it's going to be all okay.
Taste the Rockies, I guess.
Right. But no, the craft beer is really good, and if it's a small business, then it's helping them. I think Coors they're okay on their stuff right now.
Yeah, well, they've been okay for like 100 years.
Yeah, for sure.
Speaking of Girl Scout cookies, which this smells like, guys.
Thin mints.
Yeah. Girl Scouts make $1.2 billion on those few months when they're peddling their wares out in front of grocery stores. The cookie kids with the green outfits.
Well, there's heavier set people like me that enjoy a good, box full of chocolate.
What's your two favorite?
The Thin Mints and the Samoas.
Samoas and the peanut butter.
Yeah.
Whatever the peanut butters are called. I don't know.
Yeah.
You guys tell me.
But no, those are probably my favorite. But yeah, I mean, thank goodness for them. I love those cookies. Where would I think I can remember as a kid, the Thin Mints especially, putting them in the freezer.
Yes.
Yep. So maybe I buy a box of those and we put them in the freezer for the games Sunday.
Are they out yet?
They are out yet. Yes, yeah? I've seen them. Yes. Yep.
Still being new to football, I've got a couple of shirts for mostly Ohio State.
Okay.
I've worn them out in places when we were going to wherever we're going to meet. What I've noticed is conversations happen with strangers just because I'm wearing a team.
Sometimes not good conversations.
No, but I haven't had those yet. I've had straight up the OH, and then I have to say IO.
Yes. That's because in Ohio, sometimes it takes more than one to be able to finish the Ohio.
Yeah.
So we need help sometimes. So that's why we shout it out like that.
That's why
we're looking for somebody to finish the last two letters of this 4-letter state.
That's why you're 48th in education. But I don't know if that's a real stat.
I don't have any jerseys. I know I have somewhere I have an old Dallas Cowboys jersey.
Wow. I wouldn't have pegged you for a Cowboys fan.
Well, I bought it for one reason. And I still remember this. We were walking through the mall, and a quarterback that used to play for the Browns,
Hmm.
who I won't say. I'm sure everybody will figure it out. But he went to with the Dallas, and I think he got to play 2 downs at the very end of the game. So he made it. So he spent all those years trying to get the Browns there, got traded, went to another team, went to the got to play 2 downs.
Nice.
So
he got the ring, or
I'm sure he got a ring. I think they all do, but yeah. I don't have any jerseys, but if you're Eagles, maybe I'd go ahead and get a Kansas City one then, right?
Yeah.
I mean, Kansas City. I mean, there's they got to have some jerseys somewhere.
Oh yeah, and honestly, their quarterback is really talented. I'm going to switch subjects. What is your favorite foods?
Anything probably that has some kind of grease in it, like hamburgers. But no, actually, for the I think my favorite food is probably chips and a good dip.
All right,
well, we used to, from where I'm from, we have a potato chip that everybody loves. It's a hometown potato chip, and we used to have this dip. I don't. You remember the old like quick check stores? The single stores.
Is that like one of those drive your car through stores?
No. It was just a little like I think it was like the beginning of like 7-Eleven or something. But they had a dip called Lawson's, and if you look online, you can still find the recipe for this Lawson's dip. But this Mansfield Chip Company and the Lawson dip, that was what everybody brought to the parties.
Now, I like the big subs.
Okay.
Do you call them subs or heroes?
We call them subs.
You call them subs? Because where's that line where it becomes heroes? Because I feel like it's either at the Mason-Dixon line or south of the border, where you get like fireworks and a social disease, and
south of the border.
South of the border.
But no, we call them subs. I have heard them called that in hoagies.
Hoagies, yeah.
Hoagies is a big one. But yeah, no, I mean, maybe that's something we should look at.
Yeah.
There is a good sub place here in town that maybe we should talk to them and see about getting it some subs for the party.
Yeah, we could promote them.
Yes.
Yes, a restaurant. We're talking to you. And I'm sorry, guys. I'm rubbing my face. I'm getting the black of my makeup because I don't want the glare all over my fingers. Yep. And I just had them polished.
I would say probably right now though, probably chicken wings, the buffalo chicken wings.
That's you and I's favorite is chicken wings.
I tell you, there's buffalo chicken wings, celery, and blue cheese dressing.
You got it.
There's nothing like it.
Original, whatever restaurant, their original medium.
Yeah, the medium or the buffalo barbecue.
Yeah, I don't like the stickiness of the barbecue.
Yeah, I get that stuff everywhere. I know. I've got at least 1 or 2 sweaters at home that have buffalo stickiness sauce all over them. Yeah.
Do you need me to pour you this Coors? Are you good with the...
No, I think I'm gonna enjoy this.
Because you did have a craft beer when you were out and about this weekend.
I did.
Do you remember what it was?
I believe it was called Lomboy, and it was a North Carolina beer. Now, at the Monte Cristo there, they only have the craft beers,
but it was local.
It was great, but I think the full name of it was Primal Lomboy.
Okay,
so it was really good.
Yeah, I'm surprised.
It was really good.
I'm surprised.
It was a little early for me to be drinking any kind of bourbons right then, so I thought I would just get a beer.
A recent commercial came out with Post Malone.
Okay.
I didn't know they can't drink beer in commercials. They just got to show the product.
I did not know that.
Yeah, I didn't either. And the commercial's really funny. And I don't know why why that is. Maybe because kids are watching. Don't drink, kids.
Yeah, don't drink under 21. Do not drink.
Yep.
Can't say that enough.
I don't care if you're at a high school party.
Yeah.
Don't let peer pressure.
Yeah.
And you guys shouldn't even be watching this to begin with.
Right. But no, I didn't know that. There's so many commercials.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I mean, just the cost of the Super Bowl commercials is astronomical.
I can't believe it's $7 million for 30 seconds.
Yeah.
And some companies have more than one commercial during the big game. And these companies could use that money to help people,
Yeah.
I feel like.
They could, yeah.
So what's your final prediction for the big game?
I'm going to say, I think it's going to be a low-scoring game.
Okay.
So I'm going to go with 21-14 Eagles win.
I like that prediction. I'm going to go 35-21 Eagles. Go Eagles. And
see you at the garage.
We'll see you at the garage at your house. Cheers. Happy big game, everybody.
Yep.